Hey everyone, it's week 6. This week we learned about Aristotle and virtue theory. What Aristotle was trying to tell us is that everyone should have a virtue of, what's right and wrong, why he thinks everyone should be like this, why everyone thinks should feel like this, and what makes a person who they are. So having a virtue just means doing the right thing at the right time, the right place, the right moment, the right amount way, just towards the right people. So an example I saw in the video was someone being mugged. Let's say I see someone mugged. What am I doing at that point? Am I choosing to kick the mugger? Am I choosing to call the cops? Basically, what am I choosing to do in that time period? What do I think is the right choice? It's really just talking about the function of every different human being. What am I choosing, to feel like a good person, to feel like I did the right thing? So we talked a lot about that. The quote that I found this week that stood out to me was, "Eudaimonia doesn't mean a life of cupcake and rainbows. It means the sweet pleasure of sinking into bed at the end of an absolutely exhausting day. It's the satisfaction of knowing you accomplished a lot and that you've pushed yourself to be the best person you could be." That could mean helping someone cross the street. It could mean help someone from getting mugged. It's just helping the right people so you feel accomplished. So I really liked that quote. It really stuck out to me. It's also like the golden rule, which I mentioned in one of my videos, that isn't always about, what is right for one person, but it's right for everyone, like what the right option is. So this week's question talked about a man who was convicted of a violent crime, saying he grew up in an abusive household, neighborhood was not great, a lot of conflict, and a lot of adults who didn't make great decisions. And so this person grew up like that and never had a stable environment. And what he grew up in really just formed about who he is. So the question is asking, using Aristotle's framework, argue what the sentencing priority should be and say what your answer implies about where morality, responsibility actually lies. So I think even if this man grew up in a bad home, he should still be punished for what he did. Let's say he killed someone. We're not just letting him off just because he grew up like that way and told this stuff like that was okay. No, you need to still be punished. But I think that being in a program or something to teach him that what is good, what is bad, what he did was wrong, and teaching him that that's not the ways of life, that would be very helpful for someone like that. Yes, I don't think he should be let off on the crime, but I think that if he serves a good amount of time and he proves that he understands what he did was wrong, that he, will get out of prison or whatever they choose to do. But I think that if he does serve a sentence, that if there's a program or something to teach him right and wrong and he understands that and he can show that it's not right to do what he did, that he should be, relieved. But that's my opinion. I don't think, I grew up knowing that stuff wasn't right or wrong. So if I did something like that, I deserve to be punished because I knew it. I'm not saying that maybe he didn't know that was right, but knowing that you grew up in a condition like that, it could be hard to see what's right and wrong at, a young age and growing up like that. So using, I think, Aristotle's framework, that he should be given a chance to prove that he can grow. And so, yeah, it was a tough question this week, but I think that's what I'm going to go with. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Bye, guys.